Ars on Utran, and in a way it's very symbolic. It's a circle, because for many years I worked in the field and was committed to ensuring people in the field that were malnourished received food. And in 2015 I was in one village, and in that village I went into a hut, and there was a mother and her two of her children literally dying of hunger. And it was almost like an outer body experience. It was as if I was remembering something from my own past when I went into this scene of the mother and two of her children dying of malnutrition. And as a nurse, I kicked into action and stabilising the three of them and ensuring getting them out of that situation into a hospital. But when I left, but when I'd finished all the necessary actions to do what I could, and I left the hut, I literally fell to my knees. And it was the first time that I asked the bigger question of why. Why does hunger and extreme hunger exist? What is the government policies? What is the global policies? What is it? How can we have a world of such affluence and yet people struggling to eat their basic human right, most basic human right, the right to food every day? And when I came home in May or June, I happened to come across an event being held in Dublin, an event for the World Humanitarian Summit, and I managed to get a ticket for that event in Dublin. And it was here and Michael D. Higgins, our president, spoke at that event. And I think it's, on the recording of the event, there's his speech, you can hear clapping on 3 occasions, and that clapping came from me, because never before had I heard someone speaking so passionately about hunger and justice. So, and from that event, probably 6 years later, I'm still, it still has marked that idea, and in a way given me my life's work for being a global advocate. So we're in front of the house, Ars on Utran, the house of Michael D. Higgins now, and we're finishing this barefoot walk, the third walk of this year, barefoot walk, for the highlightation of hunger. And again, what we're saying is we're asking people to sign the Right to Food pledge. Particularly, that's a pledge to say that people living in extreme hunger, that the humanitarian response plans that have been developed are fully funded. Currently, that funding is often less than half, which means that effectively we're only reaching half of the people that we need to reach. So, David Peasley, he's the head of the World Food Programme. And for me, he's revolutionary in the sense that he speaks about hunger at a global level that is unheard of. And a couple of weeks ago, he outlined exactly what extreme hunger was, and he went like this. Another human being has died of hunger. And it's hard to imagine another human being, just like you and me, have died of hunger. And unless we feel and see and understand that in our hearts, unless we do that, we will not end extreme hunger. And I don't believe it's the people's fault here in the West. We simply don't know. We simply don't know what hunger is. We don't even know that it's happening to the extent that it's happening. And I believe that if we did know, that would be enough to mandate our governments to do more.